Dr. Michael Morbius. The smash hit Morbius, now out in theaters, sweeping the world. Morbius Sweep now is getting the pitch meeting treatment from Ryan George. Do you guys think that there was a problem with the computer? You were like, what the?
Buffer.
What's happening?
Load YouTube.
I need to see reaction.
Hey.
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So I was thinking we keep making our way down the list of Marvel characters Sony can still use. Oh, hell yeah. We're basically in the MCU now, did you know? Yeah, I mean, everybody in this building keeps telling me that, with big smiles on their faces, but with one eye twitching for some reason. We're pretty much a part of Marvel Studios. Did you know that? Yeah, all right, sir. So I was thinking we make a movie about Morbius. I love it. Hey, let's get some Spider-Man involved in here. Oh, actually, he doesn't have much to do with the script I've written here. But we're allowed to do it, so let's do it. Let's put like a Spider-Man poster in the background or something. People are gonna go nuts. Okay. And then we put that in the trailer, but it's not gonna make sense in the movie. Well, we don't have to put it in the movie. As long as it's in the trailer, that's what matters. Kind of feels like false advertising. Yeah, let's do some of that. That sounds great. Well, okay then.
Not gonna lie, I still think that's some of the most messed up advertising.
I've been waiting for a lawsuit to happen. Like, I feel like it's the one time where you could argue that legitimately. They learned all the wrong lessons from what Marvel tends to do.
Dr. Michael Morbius has this rare blood disorder, and he's gonna die, probably. Uh-oh. But then he develops a potential cure by combining human DNA and vampire bat DNA. Oh, sounds superpower origin-y. It is, but then he tests this thing on himself on a ship in international waters and turns himself into a vampire. Oh. Yeah, so now instead of being all sick and thin, he's jacked and muscular, you know, like a bat. That's not really what bats are known for, but I'm glad you're excited. Dude's freaking shredded now. He's got like a six-pack, looks like a Calvin Klein underwear model, you know, like a bat. Okay, cool. What kind of bats you been looking at, though? So when Morbius turns into a vampire, he's gonna kill a bunch of mercenaries on this boat. Just tear them to shreds. There's gonna be blood everywhere. PG-13. There's gonna be blood sound effects everywhere.
So that works smart.
Figure out his powers. He's got like bat sonar. He's very strong. His nose goes upwards. Super powered upward noses are tight. But he's got to drink blood every 6 hours or he's gonna get sick again and lose his bat six-pack. Oh no, so he's gotta keep killing people? Well no, because we want Morbius to be a good guy, so he's drinking this synthetic blood he developed. Oh, okay, great. But he can feel that that's not gonna sustain him forever. Sooner or later, he's gonna need the real thing. He's gonna be like, you won't like me when I'm hungry. That's kinda like the line from the other thing. It sure is, sir, kinda. Wow. So anyway, Morbius also has this childhood friend Milo who has the same blood disorder and he wants to take the cure too. Oh, yeah, understandable. But Morbius is like, no, this is a curse, so you die, and I'll figure this out, okay? Kinda rude. Kinda. And also there's this sick little...
That is so true.
Yeah.
Because all things considered, it seemed like Michael Morbius was on the path to at least figuring this out. Okay, you managed to cure yourself and you're stronger and sexier than ever. There's a few kinks, just gotta uproot a few kinks and we're on our way. I mean, you spent like 40 years trying to fix one thing. Maybe you just spend like another couple weeks trying to figure out the next.
And maybe your beloved best friend won't turn into like a blood-hungry evil guy if you just help him out with some of your synthetic blood fix. Give him that chance at least.
And also there's this sick little girl that Morbius is taking care of. At a certain point, he's gonna have to put her into a coma. Oh, no, is she gonna be okay? I don't know. You don't? No, he puts her in a coma.
I completely forgot.
Back to that storyline. Oh, okay, well, I hope she pulls through. Me too. So eventually Milo does take the injection thing, and then he frames Morbius for a vampire murder of a nurse. Oh, why is he an evil vampire? Because the movie needs a bad guy now. That makes sense. So Morbius gets chased by the police and these FBI guys.
That switch really fast.
On top of a roof. Very exciting. And then once he's up there, one of the FBI guys pulls a gun and is like, enough! How'd the FBI guy get up there so fast? Unclear. Oh, okay. So Morbius ends up breaking out of jail, and now he's on the run. Thrilling. Yeah, and at a certain point, point, his assistant slash love interest, because they're both attractive, is being followed by the FBI.
Uh-oh.
And she manages to lose them and gets on a bus, and Morbius is already on that bus. How did he know she was gonna get on that bus and get on it before her?
I don't know. Fair enough.
But he's got no choice but to talk to her all secret like, you know, he's a wanted man. Of course. So anyway, they go sit in a coffee shop and have a little chat. But I thought you just said they needed to be like incognito. Oh yeah, sir, that was in the bus scene. This is a different scene now, so that doesn't matter anymore. Oh, okay. And then Morbius overhears some bad guys talking about this lab they run, so he goes and hijacks it from them.
Oh, you know what? He should scare one of the guys and be like,
I'm Venom.
right, okay, that doesn't really make sense. But we're allowed to do that. We should do that.
It's just, even if this is in the same universe, we've never made it seem like the average citizen knows the name Venom.
But that's an interconnected thing that we can do,
And it'll be good in the trailer. All right, anyway, so then Morbius uses this lab to create a new injection, and he's like, to bats, this is lethal. To humans, it's deadly.
those are synonyms.
Yeah, and so his plan is to kill Milo.
Like, what is the difference you're implying?
It's his responsibility, because he's turning into a vampire, you know? He's gonna have to kill people eventually.
Wow, very selfless, you know, that's a good sacrifice.
So then there's gonna be this big fight between Milo and Morbius.
And then what's gonna happen?
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm almost sure of it. It's gonna be pretty impossible to see, but they're gonna start on a roof and end up in a sewer.
Oh, nice.
And now Morbius has to find a way to kill this guy.
Is that gonna be hard to do? Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, he does like a Dragon Ball Z move and shoots a bunch of bats at Milo and then injects them with the thing.
He can do that?
Yeah, because of the gene-slicing bat-human DNA injection, the bats see Morbius as a brother.
Didn't Milo inject himself with the same
Science.
thing?
He did.
Okay.
So yeah, that worked out great.
And so then Morbius injects himself?
Well, why would he inject himself? That would kill him. Well, because of that thing where he said it's his responsibility because he's gonna drink human blood. Oh, yeah, no, sir, that's from a previous scene. You keep referencing things characters did or said earlier in the movie. You don't have to do that.
See, like, this is what I mean. When I said it was fine, I feel like it's fine. We were laughing at this movie so much when we were watching it, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm like, nah, it's still not as horrible as everyone made it out to me. That's just where I keep going with it. I was like, it's stupid, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's fine enough that all the stupid and silly decisions and things that don't make sense just don't make me mad.
Yet it's not exactly so bad it's good.
Yeah, it's not really so anything enough to be good or
It's just
bad.
fine.
It's just, yeah.
All these things are so true.
It's a passable way to spend an hour and 40 minutes.
Like when I'm watching this, I'm noticing so many things Ryan's pointing out, but I'm like, whatever, let's move on. Kind of like the movie's attitude.
Keep referencing things characters did or said earlier in the movie. You don't have to do that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, pretty much every scene is a clean slate here. Oh, also his assistant, she's a vampire now, because why not? Yeah, why not?
And so that's about it. What do you think? Well, it sounds like a good time, but
Needs more Spider-Man references for sure.
well, okay.
Oh, tell you what, we can use that Doctor Strange spell from No Way Home as an excuse to get Vulture in this thing.
Vulture?
Yeah, we could just have him kind of pop up in a jail cell
Jesus.
and be like, I hope the food's better in this joint.
That's not really how Doctor Strange's spell works.
Then they could just let him out of jail because he hasn't done anything wrong in this universe, technically.
Right.
So then he can fly in with his Vulture suit and meet up with Morbius.
How does he have a Vulture suit in this universe?
And he can be like, not sure how I got here. Has something to do with Spider-Man, I think.
Just, I think that suit was made with alien tech from the first Avengers movie, so he doesn't have access.
Then he could be like, I'm still figuring this place out, but I think a bunch of guys like us should team up and do some good. And then Morbius can be like, intriguing.
That's okay.
None of that really makes sense at all.
Doesn't matter.
Now we can put Vulture in the trailer. It's all connected. We're part of Marvel Studios.
You want me to spruce up any of that dialogue?
No, not even worth the effort.
All right, amazing.
I gotta say, every once in a while you come across a pitch meeting and you go, that might actually be how the real pitch meeting went down.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Who should we get to play Morbius?
Well, tell you what, I hear Jared Leto's looking for a new superhero project to kind of redeem himself after Suicide Squad.
Oh, well, this sounds like the perfect project for that.
Oh boy. Guys, subscribe to Pitch Meeting YouTube channel. Not Screwdriver. I mean, you can if you want.
Don't
Don't ever go to Screen
subscribe to
Rant.
Screen Rant.
This is Ryan George is
Only
there.
pitch
He's
meeting.
mad at that. No, I don't know why he started his own channel. It said start his own channel for this. So yeah, subscribe to Pitch Meeting whenever you can. Movies like this were made for pitch meetings. Amen to that, sister. Another fantastic job. You can check out our many a coverage we did on Morbius. Hey, let's do a pitch. Lance Dorr. Lance, I wanted to shout you out because I was thinking, who would be a perfect person to be vampire buddies with? You, man. But then I thought about it some more. It'd be terrible. You see, because you're a firefighter. And vampires, they don't do well around fire very much.
No, you're tempting fate, buddy.
I have this whole thing about like, hanging out with my friend while we're going through the night and, messing with fire hydrants and feeding off of people because the firefighters were 24-hour shifts. Another reason why it probably wouldn't be a good idea is we probably have to work during the day. God forbid we get put on a call. It might be a little bit difficult. So really, you are not the ideal person to be vampire buddies with, Lance. But thanks for being on our Patreon page for so long.